Hey, what's up, Nerd Society? Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into everything about heroes, villains, and the amazing worlds they come from. Today, we got a special treat for all you Spider-Man fans out there. We're counting down the top 10 most iconic villains from Spidey's Rogue Gallery, ranked from the weakest to the strongest. From cunning masterminds to pure physical powerhouses, Spider-Man has faced some of the toughest foes in the Marvel Universe, and we're about to break it all down for you. So, whether you're Team Parker or just love a good villain, stick around, because you won't want to miss this one. Before we jump in, make sure to smash that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more awesome content from Nerd Society. Alright, let's get into it. Vulture. While the Marvel Cinematic Universe gave Vulture a much-needed upgrade, in the comics, he has often been viewed as a bit of a joke by fans. Despite this, Vulture holds a significant place in Spider-Man's history, as he was the first villain Spidey faced in his solo comic series for Marvel. Adrian Toomes, the man behind the Vulture persona, is essentially an elderly con artist who dons a bird-like suit to rob banks and commit various crimes. Unlike many of Spider-Man's foes, Vulture has no actual superpowers, relying solely on his suit. His attacks are easily dodged by Spider-Man, thanks to the hero's quick reflexes and spider sense. As a result, Vulture tends to be more of a distraction than a legitimate threat, even more so when he teams up with the Sinister Six. Lizard. Kurt Connor's story is one of the most tragic in Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, often compared to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Driven by the desire to regrow his lost arm, Connors, a brilliant scientist, developed a serum using reptilian DNA, specifically from lizards. What seemed like a miraculous breakthrough soon turned into a curse as he transformed into the monstrous lizard. Once transformed, Connors loses his human consciousness, becoming a feral creature with sharp claws, teeth, and a powerful tail. In addition to his animalistic traits, the lizard possesses enhanced healing abilities, greater durability, and increased speed compared to a normal human. As a villain, he is both terrifying and tragic, a beast driven purely by instinct. Electro. Electro stands out as one of Spider-Man's more unique villains, primarily due to his ability to generate and control massive amounts of electricity. While many of Spider-Man's foes are motivated by personal grudges against the web-slinger, Electro often directs his hatred toward the city of New York itself. His threats usually involve causing blackouts and disrupting the city's electrical grid, creating widespread chaos and financial damage. With the power to create lightning bolts, sparks, and devastating blasts of electrical energy, Electro can also move through power lines, essentially teleporting via electrical currents, which makes him a highly mobile and dangerous adversary. His potential for destruction is immense, but Spider-Man has always had a countermeasure against him. Peter developed a special suit designed to ground Electro's attacks, making him immune to the villain's electrically charged assaults. Mysterio. Quentin Beck, a former special effects artist, saw his career collapse and turned to a life of crime, using his talents to create illusions and deceive the world. While Mysterio isn't exactly a powerhouse in terms of raw abilities, he doesn't have any true superpowers. He remains a surprisingly dangerous adversary for Spider-Man. Mysterio's skills lie in crafting highly convincing holograms, optical illusions, and staged explosions, which often leave his opponents disoriented and vulnerable. His trickery has proven effective not just against Spider-Man, but also other heroes like Daredevil. Beyond his illusionary expertise, Mysterio also dabbles in hypnosis and psychological manipulation, adding another layer of complexity to his attacks. Rhino. Every superhero needs at least one unstoppable brute in their rogues gallery, and for Spider-Man, no one fills that role better than Rhino. Once an ordinary thug, Alexei Sitsovic was transformed into a powerhouse after being outfitted with a nearly indestructible Rhino suit and bombarded with gamma radiation, giving him strength comparable to the Hulk. Rhino can lift massive weights with ease and is virtually invulnerable to bullets and most other forms of attack. His sheer size and strength have made him a serious threat to New York City, even though many residents see him as a bit of a joke due to his straightforward, often clumsy nature. But once Rhino gets moving, he's like an unstoppable freight train, and that level of destructive force is no laughing matter, especially for Spider-Man. Sandman, even more powerful than Rhino, Sandman is a formidable foe who has been adapted for the big screen. Initially a common criminal, William Baker, later known by his alias, Flint Marko, experienced an accident that transformed his body into grains of sand. Sandman's abilities are incredibly versatile. He can manipulate his sandy form to create various weapons, such as hammers and swords, or even change his size at will. This power allows him to absorb sand from his surroundings, making him a constant nuisance for his opponents. His ability to shift shapes and evade attacks gives him a distinct advantage in combat situations, often making him a challenging adversary for Spider-Man. Kraven the Hunter. At first glance, Sergei Kravenov might seem like a quirky individual dressed in flamboyant clothing who just decided to take an extended vacation in New York City. However, he is one of Spider-Man's most formidable foes, driven by a deep obsession to hunt a rare prey, the web-slinger himself. Kraven the Hunter possesses impeccable hunting skills and extensive knowledge of tracking and trapping. He is not only an astute strategist, but also a highly skilled combatant, having demonstrated the ability to take down lions with his bare hands. His expertise in traps and weaponry adds to his threat level, making him a dangerous opponent for Spider-Man. Doctor Octopus. For many fans, Doctor Octopus is undoubtedly Spider-Man's greatest enemy, having bested the hero numerous times in the comics, even in their very first encounter. While he may appear to be an ordinary human, his mechanical tentacles grant him enhanced strength, faster reflexes, and the ability to take on multiple opponents simultaneously. What truly sets Otto Octavius apart as a formidable foe is his genius-level intellect, which surpasses that of many other Marvel heroes. In certain situations, he has demonstrated the ability to outsmart Spider-Man, making him a truly potent villain. His strategic thinking and scientific knowledge enable him to devise complex plans and utilize advanced technology to challenge Spider-Man effectively. Green Goblin. Despite the formidable presence of Doctor Octopus, the Green Goblin holds a slight edge, not only for being Spider-Man's most iconic enemy, but also for pushing the hero to extremes that no other villain has ever matched. Empowered by the Goblin Serum, Norman Osborn possesses superhuman strength, but his unstable mental state often makes him unpredictable and dangerous, even as he retains much of his brilliant intellect. Adding to his menace are the various gadgets at his disposal, including his razor-sharp glider and an array of explosive pumpkin bombs. The Green Goblin is capable of matching Peter Parker in agility, durability, and reflexes, making him a well-rounded adversary. His unpredictable nature and penchant for chaos allow him to engage Spider-Man on multiple fronts, presenting a challenge that is both physical and psychological. Venom. However, there is one enemy who surpasses all others when it comes to sheer strength and the ability to destabilize Peter Parker, Venom. This character is the fusion of two beings who have sworn eternal hatred toward the photographer. The Clintar symbiote, which was once worn by Peter himself, and Eddie Brock, a resentful and bitter man whose life was ruined by his rivalry with Spider-Man. Venom possesses a myriad of powers derived from the symbiote's physiology, including the ability to project webs made of slime, superhuman strength, and razor-sharp fangs and claws that deliver a venomous bite. What makes Venom particularly dangerous is that he retains some of Peter's memories and instincts, enabling him to counteract Spider-Man's spider sense, making him a formidable adversary in battle. Fortunately, Venom has evolved into an anti-hero over time, often stepping into the role of a reluctant ally for Spider-Man against greater threats. This transformation has added complexity to his character, showcasing a deeper narrative than mere villainy. And there you have it, folks. We've ranked Spider-Man's top 10 villains, exploring the unique powers and complexities that make each one a formidable foe for our friendly neighborhood hero. From the cunning intellect of Doctor Octopus to the raw power of Venom, these villains have pushed Spider-Man to his limits and shaped his journey in countless ways. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, please give us a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep creating content for all you superhero fans out there. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Who's your favorite villain? And do you agree with our rankings? And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Nerd Society for more exciting content on heroes, villains, and everything in between. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.